say goodnight, sneaking.
What's going on out there? Are you heteros and homos out there in the ill mill? Welcome to the collective, aka KOTV Podcast. I am your host, Buda Benavidez, along with a couple people that are near and dear to me. Sorry, I'm a little toasted, so you have to excuse me. To my right, we have
Jules. How's it going? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. It's been a while. And to my left, we have.
What's going on, man? Ish for Speedy, either one, autism advocate, aspiring author. We got a lot going on, a lot to do, man. I can't wait to talk to y'all about it. And the founder of the Man Up Project.
You better let him know.
Co-founder with my man Tone. Let's go.
You better let him know.
Not claiming your own founder.
Yeah, go like, what is going on?
I'll be forgetting. It's the devil's lettuce.
No, let's turn up. Did y'all like my voice like this?
Yes.
Or should we turn it? Does it turn you on? Or do you want me to turn it up? No, we're gonna turn it up.
Let's go.
Welcome to KOTV Podcast. Again, I am your host, Buda Benavidez. We have Jules to my right and Ish to my left, and we are here today discussing gaming controversies.
Yeah.
But before we do all that, it's been a minute since we've actually for real been sitting at the round table.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to catch up on everything, what everybody's been doing, what everybody's been on. I guess I'll, as usual, go first. Right now, gaming wise, I have been back. Well, first off, I got my PS5 back, and all of my fucking data is gone from all the games that I played. Let's not even talk about how, when, where, none of that. I'm trying to get past it. I'm trying to get past the pain.
How long is the?
We don't ask questions.
No
Okay,
questions.
I'm
No
sorry.
questions.
It's
on
gonna
it.
hurt.
It's gonna hurt. It's
alright.
about to brewing up.
I'm sorry.
I feel you.
No, but because of that, I've had to start over a majority of my games, which is fine because a lot of the games that I beat, I actually did want to play. One being Stellar Blade right now.
Okay.
I still haven't played it.
It's really good. I think you'll like it. It's like
It's gotta
Final
go like
Fantasy
there.
meets Souls.
Ooh,
Okay.
didn't they already do that?
With who?
Final Fantasy meets Souls.
Oh, you talking about that Stranger of Paradise?
Oh, Origins. Okay. Yeah, sidetrack. Anyway.
Yeah. Nah, I haven't played that one, so
I played a demo.
yeah. I played the demo too. I didn't really like it. But no, I'm playing Stellar Blade right now. Just trying to get through it because they had that DLC that came out with Infinity Nikki. Have you heard of that one?
No, I thought you was gonna say the Nair one.
Oh, the Nier one was more so like a cash grab. All you did was, if you purchase it, you're basically paying for costumes, cosmetic shit.
Cosmetics.
So this is like an expansion.
Yeah, this is kind of an expansion. Like, so
Oh.
Infinity Nikki is this like mobile shooting game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
With these like those Japanese-esque wit girls that they put on there. And they had two of the characters from that game crossover into Stellar Blade, and you kind of do the same thing that you were doing with Nier Automata's DLC, but at least you get to earn it. So
Okay.
you go around the open world to these little checkpoints, and essentially you go to these checkpoints, and then it like warps you into like a mode of their game.
Okay.
And you're doing like this little real dope shooting type of like
Oh yeah, like the bullet sprayers.
Kinda. Like, I have to show you how it is. Like, it's not necessarily a bullet hell. It's actually like a shooter, but you're like,
is it like an arcade? It's like an arcade-ish type. Like,
yeah, it kind of,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you for saying that. And I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what I was
majority of
Okay.
the time you're behind like the pillar, but you come out and shoot. And things
Okay.
like that. You can dodge between
Yeah.
pillars. Like, it's really, really
That's
dope.
Okay,
It's really, really dope. So yeah, I'm playing that right now. Honestly, I kind of feel bad because, like, with all the games that I have and all the anime that I need to catch up, I have been lacking. I have to.
Where are you
say
lacking in games or anime?
both? Like, there's a few anime that I've been wanting to watch, and there's a few anime that I have not really been like staying on,
Mhm.
with. But I have been watching One Piece, of course. I'm watching Got Gachu Kuta. Gotcha Kuta.
I would say
Gotcha
gotcha,
Kuta.
I
Somebody
just
called
said-
it Gotcha Coochie on TikTok, but Gotcha Kuta. That was a good one. I'm watching To Be Hero X. They just put the last episode. Or
I was
the
waiting
latest
to binge
episode.
watch it.
I need to watch that. Watching Sakamoto Days is really good too.
It's slowly growing on me.
Sakamoto, the fight scenes in
Slow.
Sakamoto Days have actually been really, really, really dope. What else am I watching? Anime
For somebody
wise,
that's falling behind, you watch a lot.
Yeah.
but that says a lot.
It does.
That says a lot.
You doing a good job.
I was watching Kaiju number 8. I have not finished it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think we just old and grown now. So like a lot of the stuff that we used to like know that we would be heavy on, at least I'm lacking. So
my excuse is I'm distracted.
is that what it is?
I'm hyper focused. I'm in a very hyper.
That I feel that. Because that's exactly what my job.
Yeah.
I have this program that I'm trying to implement out of my job.
I remember you was telling me about that.
Yeah, trying to get this. So for those that don't know, real quick about myself outside of the nerd shit that I do, I am a residential advocate and a program coordinator for an LGBTQ organization that deals with the youth that are pretty much 24 and under. I deal with youth that are, I believe, 18 and from 18 to 24. And right now, but I'm also now dealing with a program. I'm trying to implement a program for 21 and under, where we're just doing something recreational every year or every month. Just gather all the LGBT youth that are out there that want to be a part of it, and we just do something recreational every month. To kick that off right now, I'm getting ready to do a mini ball and some workshops about that. So I'll give you all that information later. For those that want to know.
Super dope.
But back to what the fuck we're here for. No, but I'm trying to think what else am I even watching. Right now, that's all the ones I could think off the top of my head. I want to watch Lord of Mysteries. I keep forgetting to watch it. It looks really, 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 really good. Really good. I actually recommend any of y'all watch it because I watched like maybe 3 episodes. Couple things though. It's a Chinese anime, and the subtitles and the way that I guess they speak, the subtitles go so fast.
Yeah,
they go fast. But animation wise, oh my god, it's like Bleach
Chinese
standards.
ones are
It's
really
like
good at
on
animating.
Bleach standards. Honestly, Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War standards. I don't
so
say that
beautiful.
about anime at all, but the quality of it looks really, really good. I just have not had the time to like really get into it, but I've watched like 6 episodes.
I'm gonna wait to watch it.
Yeah, I don't even want to go into like what that story is about, but it looks really, really fucking interesting,
looks
y'all.
beautiful.
It looks really interesting. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. I just been busy with work. Really, really, really busy with work. Busy with my performing. I have to go to Madison literally later on today.
damn.
No,
Yeah.
if
So
my car was in good condition, I'm not driving.
listen,
No,
please
that's
pray
okay.
for me because my car is not all the way in the best. But what have you been doing for the last month we've been off?
Oh, it has been a month.
It's been damn near a month.
That's
yes.
bad. Time is
Yeah,
flown.
No,
Yeah,
we
time be-
gotta
that's what I'm saying.
we gotta
I was
lock
stuck
in.
August for another week.
Dead ass.
Right? No, seriously.
Dead ass. August went quick as fuck. Man.
So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick,
Scared
I'm
me,
gonna
Lord.
find the name. I'm sorry. I was just looking and I noticed.
The struggle.
So, for those that are watching, every time we have our podcast, I'm going to like feature a different shirt that has either some type of anime or something blur related on there. I got this from, I believe, the TikTok shop. I will find the name of the person later, but look how dope this shirt is.
Come on, model fudge real quick.
Oh, that motherfucker is hard.
Wait,
I
is this
never really like looked at. Oh, that motherfucker hard.
It's my husband.
That motherfucker hard. That's hard.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna wear my Zorro shirt today too.
He's probably the only racist that I will allow. Take that out. Take that out.
Yeah.
Take that out.
No, I feel like,
Take that out. I'm sorry.
and how you feel about him, that's how I kind of feel about Frieza. I don't know.
You know what? It's right. Because for some reason, when Frieza say monkey, it feels right.
Oh my God. Okay, we definitely have to change the subject. Now they are going to cancel the fuck out of us. But no, the shirt is Roanoa Zoro from One Piece, one of my favorite characters on One Piece. And again, scratch that racist comment. It's just a joke. If you know, you know.
That's funny as hell.
But I'm sorry. Back to what you're going.
Okay, so work has been a new environment. It's not stressful, but let's just say all responsibility is now back in my hand. So I haven't had to have that responsibility since 2022. So I've been slacking, and they know it or whatever. I've been called out about it.
Yeah,
so
please don't get fired. The job market is not that good.
Oh no!
It really ain't.
It's not to the point of fire. Probably is after this podcast though. But no. So work has been really busy in a good sense, which is weird because now I feel like I'm relearning my job, having all the responsibility that I did not have before.
It'd be like that.
Okay.
But it's actually going really smooth. So with that also being said, it's allowed the room for me to continue growing my game. So I'm at my alpha phase 2 for this month.
Period.
So
I'm hoping that we get something.
You got it already. It was in a group chat.
We be getting all the exclusives. I
can't open it from my phone for some reason.
Well, because it's not a mobile game.
Well, I thought that I could at least be able to see the file on there, but yeah,
it's in the Google Drive. So actually, that was
okay.
Yeah, it was a learning lesson for me as well. So I'm actually gonna put it on a website called itch.io, which hosted my last demo like years ago. I'm like, oh, this will be much better. It'll do like resolution and all that other stuff for other people's computers. I had a friend who had a smaller resolution and he struggled. I was like, oh,
yikes.
Well,
I'm glad that you're still continuing the process.
Yes, because I'm actually really addicted to this one now. So that's why I said I'm hyper focused.
Yes, we love hyper focus.
I finished my 3rd character for my personal art series that I'm calling the Lost Pantheon.
Oh, is that the one that you sent us? That's a nice one.
So that's the one where I'm doing the Egyptian gods mixed with the Espers from Final Fantasy 12. So it's small.
Those are my favorite
those are
summons.
My favorite.
I like 13s, but 12 because there's so many of them too.
And they're perfectly done.
Yeah.
All 12.
Yes.
Then there's the light and the dark versions of each.
Okay. That sounds fire.
It's fire. It's very biblical, spiritual, detailed lore for them. But
dude, all the concept art you be dropping in the chat, I'm like, she got some shit coming out.
You just reminded me of a question that I want to ask that's going to pertain to the main topic.
Okay.
So I need to actually write that down. But
then my last thing would be that I started setting up my streaming schedule.
Okay.
How are you going to be able to maintain that?
I think I'm gonna do it every 2 weeks. Gives myself.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not gonna be
for me, when I start, I want to at least stream every week, once a week.
Yeah.
At least weekly.
So until I can get a every weekend thing going.
Same.
I'm gonna do it every 2 weeks.
I'm trying my best with my job too, trying to give me something a little more consistent so I can have a day off. But even in that day off,
day off. So that's why I'm doing balance. That way I have a week where I'm working on the game or art, or take a break from art, then rotating streaming or something. So right now I'm building a schedule for myself. So it's been great.
That's good.
What have you been up to?
Mr.
Wait, what are you? So you haven't been watching anything? You haven't been?
I ain't gonna lie. This is me being 100.
I hope that goes.
I seen it fall initially, and I ain't want to. I tried.
So it fell some more.
Yeah.
It was already gone.
But I didn't want to cut off what you were saying.
That's fair.
But I couldn't signal you how I wanted to.
That was
funny. I ain't want to be like.
That's funny.
But you was in the middle, so it's like.
How did it just fall out? You had a gauge in your ears?
No, my hair done pulled it.
Okay.
The only way it could have filled my hair, and the curls was like.
But yeah, I ain't want to. I ain't know how to signal.
It's okay.
Okay, so what have you been watching, or you haven't been playing anything, you've been developing it.
Well, I got back into Marvel's Power.
Oh, child.
Not too much about Marvel.
I know.
No.
Go ahead.
You know, I'm all support.
I just wish I could get into it, but that's just me.
Okay.
It's not even Marvel's
To be
itself.
fair,
It's
to be fair, I hate those type of games.
I hate those type of games too.
But Marvel did it for me for some reason.
I like the art style. I like how it looks. I just cannot get into that art, that gameplay.
I got really good.
I feel like
I
I feel
can
like
tell.
Marvel Rivals for me is like fun to watch, but not fun to
Yeah,
play.
that's how I feel. That's how
I'm
I
so
feel.
I will watch. I will watch it, but it's like playing it. I played it, and it was like, all right, it's too much going on for me.
Yeah,
It's
like
true.
yeah.
You know what? I think it helps with my hyper focus. Like I can
Yeah.
over focus on multiple things like,
Yeah.
really quickly in life. Like I work. I have like my computer going. I'm doing work. I'm doing my laptop. I'm drawing. I'm working on my game.
See, I aspire to do that. But
Yeah,
I'm always hyper.
I can't. I don't think I'm that hyper focused. Like, yeah, I don't think that I'm that.
No,
hyper-focused
I'm
at all.
really
I
not.
hate it.
So what have you been
Oh,
watching?
okay, so I accidentally started watching Made in Abyss yesterday.
I have never watched that before. I've heard it gets dark. That's all I keep
Yeah.
hearing. It gets dark.
If I said I had depression issues, watching that would probably
Maybe
over the
even worse.
edge.
Damn.
There was a scene. They're children, mind you.
Yeah, that's what I heard
I
too.
thought Promised Neverland was dark.
Oh, it's like Promised Neverland
It's
dark.
darker than Promised. Okay,
What?
There's a scene. It's not even that deep in the anime. They make it to like level 2 for those who have watched. I'm not gonna go too far, but the girl is like blood from every pore of her body, screaming not to die, and he is begging her.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I think I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna at least watch while I get ready to
But
go
it's
to
got, like,
Madison. I'm gonna watch like the
It's
first
got
2
a
episodes.
weird Studio Ghibli look to it.
I think that's why I haven't watched it.
And I know I don't like Studio Ghibli, but
Same.
I wouldn't take it serious with that.
Same.
Look. But that scene broke me. I was like,
Okay, I gotta watch it.
you are going off.
I gotta watch it.
I put it on as background noise, and then it turned into like, oh, what's this? So I was watching Kaiju number 8. I got into season 2, not 5. I stopped watching One Piece because I wanted to binge because I heard it is getting insane.
Yes, it's getting crazy. I had to stop reading the manga because it's getting so crazy.
Oh, that's where I'm at with a lot of stuff too.
I had to stop. But I'm gonna go back because I found out about Rocks and Blackbeard and that whole situation. That did it for me. So I have to go back and read it now. But
there's so much that happened, and I know so much. I'm mad, but whatever.
And then I just read on TikTok that they just pulled that the current Rock Power is just pulled up somewhere or something like that. So now I'm like getting anxious. Like, what the fuck is about to happen?
See, and this is why I'm trying not to watch or anything.
So yeah, but
everybody keeps spoiling it.
Yeah, I have to go off of TikTok because they keep spoiling One Piece bad. But
I took a break on To Be Hero X because I want to binge it as well.
Oh, so you're not caught all the way up then?
No.
Okay, I've
been watching this weird anime on Netflix called Moonrise.
Blue Rise?
No, Moonrise.
Moonrise. That's from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist.
So this is my problem. I am 2 episodes away from the ending of this anime, and I have no idea what's going on.
Damn.
I don't know if it's just me or if the Devil's Lettuce has been playing too much while I'm watching.
It's probably that. It's probably that.
It's like 15, 16 episodes, and there's like they're doing a jump, like they'll show you stuff that happened before and then stuff that's happening now.
I caught like a couple episodes that were like that. I didn't watch. I maybe watched like 3 or 4.
And then I always feel like I know where it's going, and then something happened. Like, no.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Yeah. I don't get it either. I don't know.
I completely lost the intentional purpose of the anime.
There aren't too many, and maybe it's just my own opinion, but there isn't too many anime on Netflix specifically that I've like really liked. That isn't like specifically to Netflix. The only one that I watched that I love was the Black Clover movie that came out. That was beautiful.
But y'all are very more anime.
I'm so sorry.
Enthusiasts when it comes to no. Because I was about to say anime, but I don't know y'all probably like because I liked it. I liked it. Blue Eye Samurai though.
It's good.
It's good.
But this is the thing. I feel like the next season not gonna be as better as the first one.
Sometimes they fall off
because it's like they about to go into Britain. They about to go into Britain or all the other stuff. They're about to find out who her real people is and all that. I feel like that's when it's starting to fall. But I did like Blue Eye Samurai though.
I'm indifferent about the animation. I think that like I treat anime like I treat my music. Certain things have to like draw me in for me to like get really interested. So like with music, people think more so like the lyrics will have to get them drawn in. It's the other way around. If the musicality is not where it needs to be, I don't even give a fuck what you're necessarily talking about. If the musicality is everything, it don't even matter. It's same with anime. Animation is what make anime.
Yeah,
True.
You know what I'm saying? So like, perfect example. You know how I feel about Demon Slayer. Not to rag on any of you Demon Slayer fans. I'm indifferent about Demon Slayer. Let's just say that.
Indifferent
But
how?
well, just indifferent about just my feelings about how I feel like Demon Slayer is a cash grab. Sorry. Wait, hold on. Sorry.
That's a truth bomb right here.
Sorry. I have to say that. I think that Demon Slayer is a cash grab. Sorry.
I mean, there's evidence proving it.
And it's definitely evidence proving that, like, again, as I said earlier, and Demon Slayer is the only anime that you can go to the movies and go see it, and you know they're going to make another season for it probably 2 years later. They love making money. I'm not mad at it.
They're gonna exploit it.
And on the other side of that, while I may hate it and hate on it, I am going to see that movie. I'm still going to go see that movie. You do get your money's worth with that animation, because regardless of what I say about Demon Slayer, and this goes back to my point about animation matters, Demon Slayer is top fucking tier animation.
Yeah, true.
Top tier. Like, and again, this is coming from a Demon Slayer hater, but their animation is undeniable. It's undeniable. And when you vote, and then again, it's ufotable. Like,
okay, I was trying to compare this to Mappa.
Ufotable. Because
Yeah,
because the only reason why I say that too is because like Fate series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fate series.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. And in Fate series,
agree.
like even their fighting choreography is ridiculous on top of that animation.
It is so. Oh my
I got a couple
Saber.
movies I need. Yeah, I was just about to talk about that.
Ooh.
I got a couple movies I need you to see from the Fate series that you gonna be like, bro, what the fuck did I just watch?
And that's why I always be telling y'all, like, bro, if it's anything, y'all.
That's one. If we're talking about like for real animation, Chef's Kiss, Fate series.
Okay.
Heaven's Gate, Heaven's Path, or something like that.
Yes.
It basically is a continuation of the Fate, one of the Fate series main titles, which is Fate Stay Night.
Yep.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites.
So these movies tailor to Fate Stay Night, but Fate series has different fates.
Okay.
And just a real quick on what Fate is. Basically, there's seven servants, and seven like fighters or warriors or whatever. These 7 people are fighting for this thing called the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail gives you a wish, your one wish, whatever it may be, whatever you want. These servants are calling on these warriors to help them get the Holy Grail. And these warriors are sometimes like historical figures in just in the world, in time.
Okay.
So like through time.
Yeah.
Through time.
It's basically what Ragnarok.
So Saber,
and
then they're also like different. So each 7 person is like 7 classes. They have 7 classes of fighting style. Saber.
This sound like Keegan and Sora in a way.
It's more close to Ragnarok.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying it with the premise of they're all fighting for something, and it's all big bosses getting people to fight for the main prize. That's what I'm saying.
The only difference is that again, because it's one man standing, it's 7 different classes, 7 different warriors fit into each class.
Okay.
So perfect example, I said historical figures, right? Saber in Fate series is inspired by Joan of Arc.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, so like that's pretty much what the Fate series is.
Mhm.
But Fate Stay Night is the main component of the Fate series, but there's different ones. The movies that I'm trying to get you to watch continue on the Fate Stay Night series.
Okay.
Them movies, bro. Oh my God. And it's 3 of the movies. Ridiculous. But again, tying all that together to say that animation matters. All that type of shit does matter. So like I feel like, well, before I even go into that, I'm gonna go back more into you. What have you been up to, Ish?
If a whole lot of shit was a person, but no. First off, I want to start off and say that the Pieces of Knowledge sweepstakes giveaway is tomorrow. I am giving away a $30 gift card to Barnes and Noble. I will be announcing the winner at 5 p.m. tomorrow. And I got a couple people. Well, I have I say like 10 people who put their name down for it. And it's all it is I'm basically trying to encourage more reading stuff in the Black community, or just with people in general. So I just did an initiative to where it's like each month I give away a $30 gift card to Barnes and Noble to where you will at least be able to get one good solid book at Barnes and Noble. I feel like the one I gave you was $25. So I feel like
I got that in my bag right now.
I feel like
actually.
a good, decent sized book to where it's something you can read and like to where you get to pick.
And that's you said that was $25.
Yeah, that was only $25.
Wow.
It's
And I
a
mean
real
on
book.
Amazon I get those cheaper. I have a whole list of
Yeah.
books I'm getting for cheap. I think that the most expensive book that I'm paying is like $30-something.
Yeah,
That-
but,
well, that I
but
probably get.
I feel like it comes from Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, and then again, convenience, right?
Yeah,
like you also
yeah.
pay for that. Like that tailors into a lot of it now that
Mm-hmm.
you purchasing things on internet is like a normal thing.
Yeah, but I just wanted to encourage more reading and stuff when it comes to like in the Black community, or just like I feel like in general. I feel like us as a society, we need to get back more and reading and stuff like that. So I feel like me taking that step forward to where it's like each month on the 15th of the month, I'll give away a $30 gift card, and all you have to do is just put down your name. That's it. It's
All
not
right.
it's not like no catches, no.
That's
No,
good,
you don't
though.
have to do. You literally just have to put down your name, and then each month on the 15th, I got a spin wheel, and I got it on the computer, and I put the names down, spin, gets the winner, and then that's who gets the prize. I already have the promo code and everything for the gift card already done already. So it's like it's all set to go. So I'm announcing the winner tomorrow. Also, me and Tone Def, we have something called the Man Up Project, where for every other week, we hold basically like a men's support circles, basically just conducting and creating a safe space for men to come together and be able to talk about their feelings and their emotions and stuff like that without no judgment. We accepting all different walks of life and different perspectives on life, but at the same time, we're all coming here together to find peace within ourselves and be around like-minded individuals who want the same thing. I feel like it's so much that we can benefit when it comes to men's mental health, and I feel like it's not really. I feel like now in the day and age we live in, it's starting to become more in the conversation, but I feel like a lot of people are talking about it, but not actually doing things about it.
And
And then
You're
if
right.
they are doing it, it comes at a cost. And while I'm just creating a safe space for free for men to come to on a consistent basis to where they have a safe space to vent their emotions and talk to other people who are just like them. And then now with me and Tone, we coming up with so much more different ideas to where we're going to start like meeting with different people or meeting with or like other like-minded individuals who want to do the same thing, to where when we start meeting with people who want to have all women basically group therapy sessions, or who want to do different things when it comes to mental health advocacy. Like it's just so much that we got set in store, but that is one of the things the Man Up Project is mainly working on. We have so much like coming out, and I want to say it, but I feel like sometimes when you jump the gun too much,
don't.
I'm not.
Don't.
But
yourself.
But right now, I'm blessed that like every time that I've held one, it's always been somebody been here, and every single conversation that I've had with those said people, it's always been impactful to me and the person across from me. So
That's what's up.
It's been like a wonderful journey. I'm glad that I can create something that can help other men who like myself just want to find peace with themselves. So it's like,
and I've been following you, man. So I'm just glad to see that you stay in the course, stay sticking to it.
yeah, because it's like again, I feel like stuff like this is needed. We as a community now, like again, I'm not even just saying the Black people. I just feel like as a society, as human
It
beings,
just needs to be put. Yeah,
like,
needs to be put in place.
And then it's so sad that like things like this comes at a cost. Like I don't feel like you should profit off people's mental health.
Nah.
I feel like we should be able to create these spaces for each other. Just so how can we expect society to grow and be better when we are not creating the change we want to see?
Yeah.
And a lot of people can really say what needs to change and say what needs to be done, but if you're not putting forth the effort to create the change you want to see, stop complaining. Because at the end of the day, you're not doing nothing but making the situation even worse, or you're not trying to change what you want to see change.
That's right.
So it's just a beautiful experience. We also have many other things coming up. The Rose Initiative, and then also I still have the start of the Never Ending Puzzle ebook coming out this year in December on the 28th. That's still coming out.
Let's
That's what's
go.
up.
And then also I still have the King of Strays coming out next year as well on my 30th birthday.
Oh.
And writing
And
those
these
books,
are both books.
yes, these are both books. One is an ebook, and then the other one I'm going through the process and figuring out everything, finding like physical copies of trying to get those printed out as well. That's been a pain in my ass, but
It
I
sound
know
like it.
I haven't talked to the right person yet, and I know
Oh,
when
well.
I will figure it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know you'll figure it out, man. But it's good to see that you're still sticking that out for real, for real.
Oh,
And
and one last thing. Also on TikTok, me and my son, we just basically create a show. Obviously, for everybody who knows, my son is autistic, but we have a show coming out called Two Issues, One Journey. Basically, just us starting to do content with just me and my son, just showing you us. And I feel like we need more genuine content out here.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people try to do things for profit, but I feel like the genuineness feels like you feel it through your device. You feel it when you're in person. I feel like you just feel it. So I feel like we need more genuine content out here. So I want to just do something with my son, and he honestly my best friend. So it's like us doing it really doesn't come at a cost. So it's like now we basically just us recording our day-to-day life, just me giving information from a person who's been working with special needs kids for 2.5 years, just giving you different insights when it comes to different things with people with special needs, as far as stemming, different SIBs or self-injurious behaviors, different aggression things, just basically just more information on from a person who looks like you, somebody who's young and in this field. So I feel like we need more of that.
Yeah.
So
representation matters.
Yeah. So and then I feel like we need more Black father content as well online. So I feel like this can be huge. And I really don't know nobody in Milwaukee who's doing something like that.
No, you're right. So I think I'm rooting for you, man. I appreciate you letting us know all of that.
Thank you. And my last two things is what I'm watching is Sakamoto Days.
Oh, you are watching Sakamoto
Yes,
Days.
I just started that, and I just started Castlevania.
Oh, you started from the top.
Yes.
What season you on?
I'm on the first season, and this nigga Dracula is mad as a motherfucker.
Oh,
you
about to have a good
animation.
Ride.
Their animation.
Your animation is good too.
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying.
Let me ponder on that. I need to know who animated Castlevania. I don't know either. But their animation is top tier too. Definitely top tier. I wouldn't put them over Ufotable, but their animation is definitely good. They're in the list. Yeah. They're on at least my top 10.
No, but I've been enjoying both like right now. And
Sakamoto Days is really good.
Yeah. So what caught me was it was a scene where a dude, I don't know who he is yet, but he had a Swiss Army knife. Mm-hmm. And he was fighting somebody like in like a middle of like a hallway or whatever. And he was like taunting them though, because the dude was like, thought he was gonna watch the dude with the Swiss Army knife till he popped it out. Then he just killed him. He was like, well, you got a choice, like pick how you gonna die.
You know what episode that was?
I don't know. It was just a clip that I seen. I was
okay.
I was like, bro, let me.
That sounds like a clip from the more recent.
I feel like it's one of the more recent episodes.
I think I saw that too. It's probably on the airplane.
But yeah, it was. But at the same time,
the one I seen that I'm thinking they were on the airplane.
He was in the hallway fighting somebody.
Yeah, and he like it was
like
he
looked like his younger self midway through the fight.
Sakamoto was fighting.
Yeah.
I think I know. Okay,
but at the same time, yeah, that was a scene that like caught my eye, and I was like, all right, let me go ahead and look this up and watch it. And then, but this is the thing, I've been trying to find it in English dub though. It's been kind of hard getting.
Is it English?
No, but no. I watched it off this app, and they have it only on sub.
Netflix got it in English.
Netflix got it in English.
Netflix got it in English.
But at the same time, I've been watching that, and then Chief of War with Jason Momoa. That's a good ass show.
Oh, I've seen
on Apple TV.
Seen it. I've seen previews of it. I'm gonna have to look into it because I have to get my Apple TV subscription back.
But for something that I know you would like, watch C before Chief of War.
I seen C. It was okay.
It was okay. I fuck with it.
It was convoluted, but I liked it.
I feel like they should have ended it after season 3.
Yeah.
When they start going in more with the shit with the aunt and all that extra wild ass shit.
It got convoluted. It got convoluted after a while.
Nephew, so C is basically like a civilization of people where it's like in the future and all of humanity lost their eyesight. I forgot what they said exactly what it was. I think it was probably like some type of war or some shit. And they basically just cut all like every like people after that, they became blind.
They became blind.
But now in this like future, it's 2 children that come around that can see.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of look at them as like either they like gods or like they have the ability to help them with war and stuff like that. So like all like the civilizations around them basically been trying to find these two kids to help them with war.
To navigate what they can't see.
Imagine imagine the whole world is blind, but there's only a handful of people who can see.
It's kind of scary.
It is very scary.
Yeah. So
you have to go through life alone. Like y'all are already trying to implement war and just go through life, like it nothing happened anyway. But like you guys are implementing plans and really trying to dictate, which is crazy.
You're blind.
You're blind. And that'll be the last thing I'll be trying to do. But if it can't be helped, it can't be helped. So but that it just goes to show what I did like about C is what I took from it, and it goes to show that one thing that is constant along with death is war.
I was about to say war.
There war.
Always be violence.
And that's why I love Attack on Titan's ending so much, because at the end of the day, and all that shit that we went through with all them characters and how everything happened, and it was slightly a happy ending, so more or less. History repeats itself, and war is inevitable. And that was like a very important. And I think that for people that don't like really like Attack on Titan's ending and haven't taken that in, that's the damn message of the ending. War is inevitable.
A lot of people don't take messages away from anime.
They don't. They really, and they don't take it seriously. So. And
then it's like
shout out to ALT. I forgot the author's name again. Don't kill me.
I feel like fighting style. I feel like you will like see, because what they did is different. It was different.
Just gets very convoluted.
You know what? I watch it. I need to do more sci-fi research on stories. So anyway,
all right,
let's go.
So now that we got that out the way, because there was a lot. There was a lot that we had to get through. It's been a while, for real. We're going to go into our main topic, which is gaming controversies. For those that are watching us right now, if you can't tell, the back of the green screen that we have up here is a picture of the 5 main characters in the world that they live in Clear Obscure Expedition 33.
That background still wild as fuck.
It's beautiful. The game is beautiful. It's so I want to, and the reason why I asked for this picture is because I want to like kick off our topic, starting with this game. For those that don't know, Clear Obscure is not a Western RPG, actually.
It is.
Wouldn't you say more Western?
It's Western, because the studio that they broke away from
is
it's a Western studio.
Sandfall Interactive, I believe, is what it's called. But yeah, they're, I believe, a French company.
Oh shit.
I believe they are. No.
I think they are.
I believe they are.
Don't quote me. I remember them being involved with French.
I believe they are a French company. But Sandfall Interactive is
so we'll call it. Let's not call it that, because I didn't look up the actual name for it. But
it is Sandfall.
No. I meant
like where it's from. Oh well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So basically, Sandfall Interactive is an RPG. Is that RPG that was developed with 33 people in the company, which I commend. Shout out to y'all first off, 33 people. Also, we said it was French. It's actually British. So sorry about that, but they are a British company of 33 people that decided to leave Ubisoft.
Yeah,
and that's probably why I thought it was Western too. But they decided to leave Ubisoft and create their own company and create their own game. This game has been in development for damn near 10 years as well. Now that I've actually did my research on that. And I bring all of this up to talk about gaming controversies. We want to talk about monetization, microtransactions, and their effect on gameplay. I feel like Clear Obscure has done a phenomenal job at attacking all aspects of that.
Okay.
Right? And just like proving that you can leave what we call them, a AAA company.
Yeah. They have a lot of high
leaving a AAA company.
They have MMOs.
Yeah. So I still play Division.
Damn.
But leaving a AAA company because they were bored. That's literally the reason why they left. They were bored.
Which makes so much sense.
And it makes so much sense.
Yeah, especially at Ubisoft.
Or just at any company that's just like kind of have you as a machine and a cog and a cog and machine.
Yeah.
Like, because that's kind of like how it works, more or less, right? But they decided to leave Ubisoft and create this game. Took them 10 years. You could tell that they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this game. It's such a great game. A turn-based game, surprisingly.
Very surprising.
But the mechanics of this game is chef's kiss. I feel like all turn-based RPGs should modify this. Like this mechanic that they have, they should make it like how they make like let's say how they say Souls like for Souls games, like that. This base
should be the basis for like turn-based
for all turn-based games. Yes.
So to piggyback on that, I would love that they took what they have in Claire and combined Legend of Dragoon's skill sequence, where you have to time your attacks to complete a combo, so your abilities became combos.
I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that.
Like time action sequence, like it's turn-based, and then everybody had additions as you got stronger, and the combo got longer with more hits.
Lost Odyssey, I don't know if you. That's a good one. Was like that too.
Oh my god, there's another one. Asino Saga. They did the same thing.
But with their mechanics, like they have all these different mechanics for how you attack. But the one difference that sets them apart from Clair Obscur and all these other games is how you defend these incoming attacks. And it is phenomenal how they just do it. Like
it works.
So well.
You know, it's funny. Like everybody used to argue about turn-based RPGs because like, why would I just stand there and get hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just is like, well, they literally was just like, well, you don't. You could actually dodge. You
try not to get hit,
and you could actually counter. The counter mechanic, oh my god, it's ridiculous. The game is just phenomenal. So much depth in the story. By the time I got to the end game of the story, there was still at least 50% of the game I had not completed.
I believe it.
And the story itself is like the story itself is 3 acts. But the acts are phenomenal. The way and again, though, I always go back to how stories are told, right? The storytelling phenomenal in Clair Obscur. Phenomenal. Like they actually have like really great plot twists. The emoting in the characters,
the
expressions, like it's a phenomenal
I think they did motion
game
too.
Yes, it feels very motion cap, but
high accuracy.
It just goes to show that like if Clair Obscur can do something like this and make so much money off of it, so much popularity from it,
and
take 10 years
fun.
And make a whole nother game style fun again.
Yeah.
So it took them 10 years to make the game?
More or less, I believe so, yes. Like maybe 10 to 12, but I think I've read 10 years it took them to like develop this game. And I honestly am contending for this to be literally game of the year.
I really want it to be up there.
I want it to be game of the year. It's a few that I haven't played that I know are going to be heavy contenders, but remember, I don't know if you guys remember how they were talking about how Black Myth Wukong was like contender for game of the year and things like that. At the time, I thought so.
I remember you saying Clair Obscur was going to be battling at the time anyway.
It was going to be battling it, but now I feel like it's overexceeded that because of how it's revolutionized turn-based games.
Okay.
Black Myth Wukong has done nothing but just honestly be beautiful and be a Souls-like type of game.
And then sidebar, why did they
not to take away from Black Myth Wukong, because I definitely love Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
But it didn't change anything of how I see other Souls-like games too much.
Right. It doesn't give you a whole nother.
This, like them adding literally the how you defend mechanic into a turn-based game changed the whole dynamic of gameplay itself. And then you add in the music. Oh my God.
The music.
About the music. The music itself. The animation itself. The story itself. The lore.
Movements. It's so well done.
Black Myth Wukong has done a lot of has done stuff like that, but never on this level.
No.
And I feel bad while it is still a good game for even putting it on a pedestal of game of the year. Now that I think about it, because seeing the way Clair Obscur has changed turn-based games, it was like, bro, nobody is going to It'll never be the same.
It won't.
It would never be
now,
like if somebody else put out another turn-based game, it will never be the same.
That's why Square had to.
They're
say what
always
they
going to
said.
compare it to Clair Obscur. It's always going to be compared. Even right now, they're talking about how Square is looking at how they're going to do their next Final Fantasy based off of Clair Obscur.
Mm-hmm.
They did such a good job.
They did such a good job. They have influenced a lot of main people. So I say all that to say, like, I guess my question would be, and you guys can like kind of piggyback off of this, but why do you think production time for games are so long compared to the actual game itself? Meaning, like, we've had games that have taken 10 plus years, but then you get good 20 hours of gameplay, which is nothing compared to like what we've experienced, like even back in PS2, PS3 era with RPGs alone. Like, there's no reason. One thing I couldn't say, and I'll let you guys answer the question, but the only thing that I could say that has gotten to like the same level as how much depth gameplay you had versus then versus now would be Final Fantasy VII, because of the remake and the other two games. Even though it's essentially the same story, you still get the same depth.
Yeah,
you still
actually,
get the
even
same.
when I play it, I feel like I'm reliving a different story. Although I know what's going on.
That's true, but I feel like the depth, especially with the second game, is a lot like the open worldness. And I haven't touched it either, but I've read so much about the second game. It's like, damn, if it's this big, I really need to get my hands. But I haven't even beaten the first one yet.
So it kind of makes sense that they're breaking it up in 3.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But at least they're holding true to that, and I can respect that.
I respect
versus like all these other games again that take
that
10 plus years.
Then you make
Lost Soul Aside, perfect example. That's a boss rush game.
That poor baby.
And we've been waiting on that damn game for 10 years.
He worked so
10 plus years. We were so hyped. That was in the Noctis era. Because it was definitely copy paste Noctis. But I
back
digress.
when Versus 13 was announced.
Oh no, for real.
Back when Versus 13 was the original
Versus
game.
13 was the original game. You are right about that.
That's how long it's been.
Wow.
I just feel like now, I feel like it's starting to become more of a fact that they want to make like more movie video like games.
But I would think that would take more time to do.
But I'm just saying the visual aspect instead of going off the story and the gameplay. That's what I mean.
For sure. Yeah. But like you doing that takes away from us really enjoying the game.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16 is exactly to me like Final Fantasy 13. You get a little bit more open world into it, but it's damn near a hallway type of game. You get a little more open world aspect in Final Fantasy 16, but not that much.
No.
And it's so funny that you say that because something we learned in school was pipelines for game design, right?
Pipelines?
Yeah.
So what are pipelines exactly?
So the pipelines where you lay out your major features, so which will focus most in the game. So let's just say for Souls, their major focus feature is combat, less story, less environment. So let's just say
Souls, you think so?
Just hypothetically.
Okay.
So when you're making a game, you're picking what your major feature is going to be. What's the key feature that's going to stand out? Like Final Fantasy 10 or Souls. Souls will be combat. Final Fantasy 10 will probably be story.
Okay.
So when you play 10,
the main pipeline, if it's Final Fantasy, it would have.
Or like how even Final Fantasy Agito, their focus went combat. This story was everywhere, all over the place, cut short. You weren't even really part of the story, but your combat was action packed.
So you feel like what you explaining that, you feel like Final Fantasy 16's main pipeline was
theatrical because it looks beautiful. It has a lot of movie scenes. It did exactly what 13 did. It focused more on the visuals.
Yeah, it did.
Visuals
it was beautiful. The game is beautiful. It's just
and the story lacked.
And even like some of the, I will say, and maybe not again, dog pile on Final Fantasy 16, but because they're like outside of the combat, their action, like timing action scenes, crazy. They are crazy. They're beautiful.
I look like wrestling matches.
Yeah,
but I feel like I know with gaming companies, it's probably hard trying to find that balance of a good story, a good visual, and good gameplay.
Unless you got the budget and the time frame.
And that's the thing. So obviously going back to even that, Ubisoft, the 33 that left Ubisoft had to pass some buku money.
Yeah, that's what because I was going to say who is
so I had already
like the
Ubisoft
funding and everything.
It's still up there financially wise. So then them leaving, I don't remember their positions per se, but I think they had higher good
Yeah,
position.
they would have
Yeah,
had
they
to.
had to. If
So
they
you
was
know
gonna
they
do,
had
they
the
do a
money.
10
Yeah,
year.
the
Come,
money was
33 of them
there.
come together.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
they're
they all
good.
working together. So yeah, they had the money
Oh,
for that.
yeah.
So absolutely, what you're saying is budget. It matters.
So the problem with that though is higher. So this is why back in the day we got games faster and we had like longer games because there was less detail to them.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
One thing when it comes to like these 3D games or system heavy games, we call them like program or whatever. One of the assets has to be higher than the other. So let's just say, for instance, a side scroller. You can do less art, simple, but and then focus more on the programming faster because you're not putting as much work into the art.
Okay.
When it comes to 3D, we have things that call poly counts and then physical animation to worry about as well.
So if that's
which is resource heavy.
so if that's the balance that we're having to worry about within a span of 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Why don't people just say? I would be okay personally. Maybe it's just me, because that is a long time. 10 years is a
It's
long time
long.
in
Yeah.
itself.
I'm gonna live them 10
But I
years.
guess the point that right.
Mhm.
But I guess, and even crazily enough, you saying that, my question would probably still be like, would I wait 20 years for a good game if I know it's going to be, and I know, like they've explained,
I have an answer.
Yeah,
for-
yeah.
what I'm going to be expecting, what will be done within these 20 years. Would I wait that long?
Well, we got a live action of that. Look at GTA shit.
But
Well,
that's still, but
that's-
we don't know what's going to come from that.
But
Like,
no, but yeah, again, they haven't,
what I'm saying?
they haven't
Like,
released nothing
and
specific.
even in
out yet.
GTA, I'm already knowing that like their mindset has to be the same mindset that Clear Obscure went through, where they understand. And I don't even know if Clear Obscure even noticed that they did it when they did it. But saying that to say, GTA 6 would have to go into the mindset of kind of, what can we revolutionize that was
Yeah.
different? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
is going to really
they
set
are
us
already-
apart?
They're talking about it, and I don't know if it's revolutionized, but they're talking about how they're going to add more, not meaning
With DT,
games.
But anybody can add more.
That's
of
true.
The same. You saying you can add
True.
more of the same thing.
I can add higher graphics. Doesn't make me revolutionize. There
What
we
is
go.
revolution?
Yeah. Well, yeah. What is like?
Clear Obscure again. That
Change
that
how
defend that them defended that way you defend
Period.
changes the whole aspect of turn-based games. You cannot come back from that.
No,
Yeah.
Listen, unless like there's other pipelines in their game that makes it that much better. There's no other game that's coming
they
out
would have to
after
have a
Clear
better
Obscure.
feature than that.
Yes, there's no other clear game, turn-based game that's going to come out that's going to be better than Clear Obscure. Watch my words, because it has revolutionized. So I say
It's
that
gonna
to
be funny.
say
Square Enix gonna try.
they're gonna try.
They're gonna try.
And I feel like they got
they have the money and the resources
and the
to do
wherewithal
it,
to be able to
but
do
they
so.
got corporation in control. That's literally. Okay, you just asked by waiting for years.
You are right, because I feel like that's exactly what happened with Final Fantasy 16.
So I was gonna touch on it lightly because I didn't want to overshadow.
But the
the
point
conversation.
that I was trying to make is that GTA 6 has to do something. So remember, I don't know if this is true, but I don't know if I told you guys. I read somewhere a while back, like even before that they had even posted the first trailer, that like you can monetize your actual money from that you get from GTA
Into
and
real life.
cash it out.
If they was to do something like that,
That's revolutionizing.
revolutionizing.
Yeah,
That's revolutionizing.
because people be playing the heck out of GTA.
What?
and that's what I'm saying.
It's
And then-
going, and not even just playing the heck out of it. It's going
Hold
to
on.
change
Yeah.
Wait,
the culture of
Yes.
how
Video
you play
games.
the game.
No,
Yeah.
It did,
no, I gotta pause because they didn't do it first, but I don't think it counts.
but for GTA to be a little different
Yeah.
because
It'll
it's
be on a
GTA.
bigger scale. It'll be on a
It'll be
way
on a lot-
bigger scale.
You know how much money
Because
you
Guild Wars and I think WoW both do that, where you can use your in-game currency to no GTA 1 because they make it into real money that you earn.
Yeah.
But how that's monetized, but how
Yeah,
that
they win.
happens
They win.
is it depends on them. And I don't even know if it's true, but if they do that,
Yeah.
That
change
would
how
be-
games be played.
come on, bro.
I
That's
heard
what
that
I'm talking about when I talk about game of the year. Black Myth Wukong was a beautiful game. It was a great game. I'll still play it. That's one of the games that I got wiped out that I got to play again. But I enjoy it that much, so I am going to play it again.
And it's so crazy they not coming out with another DLC for it. They're just coming out with a whole new. Well, I heard that the DLC is still in talks.
I thought it was going to be
But
a whole new game, but it was supposed to be Black Myth something else.
Yeah.
Not the
Okay.
same Monkey King.
No, they did announce it already. It's gonna be black. It is gonna be black. I'm about to get the exact name right
If
now.
it's the one that you posted, then that's the DLC.
Yeah,
but
that's the DLC
that's supposed to be a DLC. But I did hear that another Black Myth.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
I
I heard they have like 5 or
Yeah.
6 planned already.
I think one of them was actually supposed to be about the secret boss that you fight.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
one of them was supposed to be about him, but I don't know if that's true or not. But a point that I'm trying to make is that that's what I feel like will really set standards for how games will be played and more enjoyable, right?
Agree.
Because like,
Oh yeah, this is one. This is
Yeah.
Zoe King. Wherever, I don't know how you pronounce his name. This, I guess they say it's no official DLC announced, but this is going to be a whole new game.
oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, this is
That
gonna be a
wasn't the
whole
one
new
that
game.
well, maybe I have to take a look at that one.
Mm.
But yeah, so would y'all be okay with having to wait longer time for a more tangible game?
I can't really say no because I waited 11 years for
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm saying too. Like, and as biased as I am, I waited them 10 years, regardless of how long it took for Final Fantasy 13. I waited for that.
I waited for 15.
I waited for 15. I probably waited for 15 longer.
The longest.
The longest, yeah.
We were
Yeah.
all like,
When we actually wanted what we wanted
Mhm.
with versus 13. We wanted that, y'all, but I digress. My next question though. So do you think that we're paying for lengthy production for animation when we could have an awesome story with gameplay that has longevity in itself? Meaning, would you be okay with a Final Fantasy 16 game where they concentrate on the Devil May Cry gameplay with theatrical, as you say, cutscenes in combat,
Mhm.
which is not bad,
But the actual gameplay though.
and the gameplay is not bad. But what I was saying to that is that while it presents very well,
it's
the
not
story
cohesive.
is not cohesive. The story is not very, to me, tangible. It feels very seen it all, done it all.
Yeah.
So the point that I'm trying to make is that what do you expect the most? I know for me, Nier's graphics is not nowhere near, even Nier Replicant's graphics is nothing compared to like a lot of games that I played. But I
No.
still hold that as my top.
And see, that's
game.
where it's interesting because Nier focused more heavy on a story.
Exactly. And the gameplay is cool too, but it
Oh, yeah.
definitely is heavy. That's their pipeline,
Mhm.
as you say.
The story the major feature was story.
So
Then
if we're
combat.
talking pipeline, what do you suggest that you would want if you would like wait for time on a good game? What would you want more so to see? Animation and gameplay more so as their pipeline, or the story as more so as their pipeline?
If I'm waiting 10 years to play a game,
Mind you, they both have a good balance. So like one, it's not necessarily like one's
better
without
than the
more
other.
without the
okay,
other.
that
Without the
was
other.
gonna make the
Right,
because
it doesn't
because
make a
Nier,
difference.
Nier's pipeline is story, but their gameplay is still good.
Okay.
Still good.
Versus
It's still good.
again, Final Fantasy 16's gameplay or story is not that good to me, but the gameplay overpowers the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no balance in it.
There's a little like it's not again like one without the other. But
Okay.
if you had to choose a pipeline, would it be for story or for animation and gameplay? Or not even just animation and gameplay, because 16 has that just by itself.
True.
But if the pipeline was just story, animation, or gameplay, which one would you?
If I'm waiting that long, I'm probably gonna do gameplay. If I gotta wait that long and I gotta play it, like I have to play my way through.
But
the
then you
story.
might like Lost Soul Aside, because that's pretty much what you're getting.
I heard.
You might like Lost Soul Aside.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
Because I want that game for the story, not its gameplay. So that one's gonna be a problem for me because I wanted to see what the story was about. Because you're clearly a knockoff of Noctis. Where
You
we're
know-
going.
You know what I noticed too with like games that have a pipeline of a story, when they're in their trailers, you can tell that it's more so a story towards it. You could tell it's more story driven. Lost Soul Aside was headlining the gameplay before the story. And
We opened up to him fighting. I'm like, huh?
yeah.
Okay, so why? Are
And
you
the fights
fighting?
were always cold, but exactly. I'm still like, well, why are you fighting? What's going on?
Why are you here? What happened? And then I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah. So But you said gameplay for you nonetheless.
If I'm waiting a long time like that, it has to be gameplay. Like when I waited for Final Fantasy 14 to finally drop Viper, we were introduced to a double sword class like way back in 1.0, Musketeer and all that other stuff before the game got shut down and rebooted. Gladiator, I believe, was supposed to be a double sword user. Didn't happen. So we waited 11 years to get a double sword user because Ninja came out and it was just Ninja, not an actual I'm slashing you up.
Yeah.
I got it. I didn't care shit about the story. I wanted to play that class.
Okay.
I actually stopped playing 14 because of the story.
Now
you did?
I haven't touched 14 because of Dawn Trail.
Oh, because that is like an epilogue.
It's the whole reboot. It's a Realm Reborn all over again. I gotta start a whole new world, whole new series, whole new bad guy, whole new.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
it's
They got
reboot.
it. Yeah. Okay.
So for me, I feel like the games that I always went back and kept playing, that I kept playing was always good gameplay wise. I feel like story wise, it's certain games I love story wise. I always came back and played, but it's like I always came back because the game mechanics was good. And I always like again, I sit there.
So your pipeline would be gameplay.
Because it's like this. I play Call of Duty all the time, but I play Spider-Man and God of War, all these other games every once in a while because I already know the story already. And it's like I feel like it's just like with movies. I can't just keep like I probably like playing it and watching it over and over again. But sometimes like the story good. I don't want to keep like playing it over and over. But the games I constantly do play have great gameplay in my opinion. So I feel like I will take gameplay a little bit more. But at the same time, I love a good story because again, that can also gravitate me back to the game because the story was so good. That's why I didn't platinum all the Spider-Mans already because I like the story and I feel like it has a good balance between story and gameplay as well.
That's
so
like, for me, I will always go back and play Final Fantasy 12. While people hated it, I
love
it.
12.
And then the fact that you can customize how you play, yeah.
I really did love
it.
Surprisingly, my auntie was the one to tell me to play Final Fantasy 12. My aunt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she was the one because she played Final Fantasy like when I was growing up. We would always play them together. Like we was expound about them, but like I was indifferent about it because I knew that the gameplay was going to be different. And then when I played it, I was like, okay, the gameplay wasn't that bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. It reminded me of kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles. If you ever played that, they kind of have that same type of gameplay.
Okay.
And
played the first
but
one.
the story, it was cinematic.
Wars.
Like, thank you.
You
took it right out of my mouth. Like the
Desert
gameplay was definitely like Desert Star Wars, but it was good and it was theatrical, like old school stuff. No.
Okay.
I guess we mean just like
desert,
how theatrical it is.
Okay.
Like really like
yeah.
how theatrical like the 70s, the 1, 2, and 3 Star Wars was.
Okay.
It was really good.
12 is like I'm not gonna say it, the Middle Eastern version of the series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I gotta understand that.
Like, the series is
like
usually-
Prince of Persia-esque.
Okay.
Yeah, very Persia, but it's got magical tech and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
I got
okay,
magic
okay,
tech
okay.
and there's hierarchies and
It's very political.
yeah, but it was really good. It was
it's
really
Star
good.
Wars.
That was also the one Final Fantasy that I played that where the summons were different. Totally different. Like the class of summons that they had, because every Final Fantasy has a slew of summons that you can have.
Yeah.
But majority of the time you are familiar with all the different summons that they present, but there's so many of them, so they randomize them throughout the series.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 12 was the first one that they did completely new summons based off the Zodiac.
The summons usually are like elemental based, but then these are like ethereal or like the messenger, the whisper, order, divine, and they're very biblical.
Yeah. Like very mythology.
Yes.
Mythological.
Okay.
Because their lores, it gets into like heaven and earth and hell and underworld, and it gives you like that Greek, Egyptian, whatever pantheon.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Like I feel like a lot of games, like I feel like my favorite game that balanced it all of those aspects out was, for me, and this is just my opinion, I feel like Red Dead Redemption was that for me.
I've heard great things about Red Dead.
I would go back and play that over and over.
The story is so good, and then the attention to detail with the game that this is that honestly what gives me hope for GTA 6.
Actually, GTA 6 mentioned that they want to take aspects from Red Dead and
because it's how like even still to today they are still adding very, very, very in-depth details when it comes to the game, especially when it comes to online. So it's like that was one of the first games, not really one of the first, like honestly, I feel like in my opinion, like that balanced it all out when it comes to microtransactions and extra little bonuses and stuff. Now I feel like it kind of got diluted because it's still Rockstar at the end of the day. So they're gonna do any and everything to get their money. So when it comes to expansion packs, all the different little extra shit, I feel like they're going to do that anyways to make their money. And I feel like that's one thing that they lack on, because when it comes to like companies like Rockstar, the people that do Fortnite, the people who do Black Ops, it's all like after you beat the story, it'd be cool, but it's nowadays just cash grabbing.
Yeah, it's literally just, well, of course, like you said, it's Rockstar. They just pretty much banked out on the aspect of what we call it, is that not gotcha, but just like you said, microtransactions,
monetization on the
and that's why
they did it just based. What I was trying to say is that they basically did it just like anybody else would have. They probably just banked on it just like anybody else would. And then they used it just like anybody else would when they know that they have a cult following for their series.
That just like how NetherRealm just basically that's why don't nobody talk about Mortal Kombat no more.
No.
Yeah, because there was nothing that they can do, and that's perfect example of that. What are you revolutionizing? Y'all are Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, this is supposed to be something. They was supposed to be
like
hanging in there.
The only thing that y'all change up is the style of your fighting styles.
Yeah,
like the way you fight. There's nothing revolutionizing anything. If you really wanted to at least change up the monotony of it, go back to 3D.
The whole crib shit. I feel like
go back to 8-way. You know what I'm saying? 8-way directional. Like we don't have to have this 2D all the time, but I digress. That's just
no. I feel like now I understand. I don't understand why they don't do that.
That makes the most obvious to do so.
I think it's because of what you said. Sometimes less is best depending on the timing of like what they want.
So they
because like even what you said with the aspect of like how it's easier to do things on a 2D scale for a game versus again 3D because it takes much more time. And I do understand that, but I just feel like y'all got the money, y'all got the real wherewithal to be able to like revolutionize something. Nintendo do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nintendo like every
Nintendo.
System,
I feel like they one of the people who really know how to do it.
But it's not hard.
No, it's not
just
hard.
when you live in. I'll just say this, and this is gonna be a truth bomb. I personally feel like when we live in America, where everything is driven off of money, nobody necessarily thinks about how to revolutionize something or how to necessarily change something. Like
how we gonna revolutionize to make more money.
Yeah, it's always like that. Nintendo don't necessarily do like that's their pipeline. They're trying to revolutionize and change something.
They want to stay on the top.
Before we end up having to leave, I wanted to talk about one more thing. Okay, this is a little fun topic actually. So same thing, same concept, but if you had the money and the wherewithal to be able to tweak or change any game that's already out, which one would it be and how would you do it? I'm gonna go first, and let's try to like quickly get it out. But I'm gonna go first. Literally, Final Fantasy 13 would be the game that I would change up. There's so many things. Wow. There's so many things. The one thing that I would say that the first thing. The main reason why I love Final Fantasy 13 is the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic of Final Fantasy 13. Love it. Lightning is my favorite female video game character of all time. Just because of like who she is. She's again, even when they started like putting out Final Fantasy where you can like evoke emotion, she was one of the first ones that I actually can tell and see her growth throughout the whole process of the first game, right? Like you actually see how she's changed and all of that. I wouldn't change none of that. Like how they told the story, how they brought those character emotions and things like that out of the character for all of them. Even Vanille annoying ass.
Oh my god.
Even her annoying ass. I wouldn't change none of that. The gameplay, I would definitely change. Okay. With the active time battle system, I wouldn't necessarily change that. I will make the segments a little smaller so you can do more.
Yeah.
And then B, I need to be able to move my character around.
In a game like that where they're actually just moving around on their own, I would say I should need to move.
I need to move my character around. Like we're not.
So,
it's not a turn based. Like it gives it that turn based aspect, but then it's like,
why you say this conversation for last? I had a perfect conversation for that.
oh, I'm sorry, but but so that would be like the main thing that I would change. It's just like I would change the gameplay. And if I'm comparing, I always think about this. Like if I'm bringing in 2 and 3, I would first off, I need to be able to change my main character.
Okay.
I need to like even in that like in a battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you play the game, so picture a battle. I need to be able to switch. I need to be able to switch between characters. I need to be able to switch between 3 characters, and I need to be able to move my character whenever I feel.
Why did you wait to have this conversation?
I'm sorry. I love the game so much. I always think about that. Like, what would I like? It would be so good if you be just on that and change out the monotony of the hallway aspect. Give me more open world. We only got open world in the in on Pulse. That was it.
Yeah,
the only time. So I need more open world. That's where I feel like Lightning Returns kind of like did way better with that.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I feel like for a PS3 game, I will accept that it could have been more, but compared to the first one, it was a lot better. So I wouldn't necessarily change that.
They didn't do right.
I love the aspect of in Lightning Returns how you could change her garbs and it like her costumes give her different powers, stuff like that. I would take that whole aspect and put it in Final Fantasy 1 and let everybody be able to do that.
I had a game I was making like that.
And 2, I would even add the mechanic in Final Fantasy 2 where you can add in different animals and things that you fight as a party member with you.
Right.
I would add
all
of those
like a companion or something like that.
Because literally in the Final Fantasy series, it's Final Fantasy 13, the first one.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy 13 2. So in Final Fantasy 13 1, you get 3 people that you fight with.
Okay.
In Final Fantasy 13 2, you get 2, but then you get a party member that you collect. Like if you battling like a monster,
Pokemon.
you could collect those monsters and they battle with you as your third party member.
So just like a Black Myth Wukong, like basically how after you defeat them and you said they use them as a set. Okay.
Yeah, but they fight with you like
the whole
different
time.
Okay. You only get to like pick one of them per as part of your
party.
Yeah. And then in 3, you get one. You only play with the main character, my girl Lightning. You only play with her, but because you only play with her and she's so strong, you switch out different costumes that she has, and you switch between these 3 within battle. And each 3 costume has different powers and things that she can do.
Okay.
I will literally take all of those aspects and put them into one Final Fantasy. Like that is revolutionizing.
Man.
That is revolutionizing game.
You know what's funny though? They were just gonna say this Final Fantasy 14.
And that kind of revolutionizes turn based as well because you still are taking your turn to fight. So, that's your. We'll talk. Okay, we'll talk. We definitely do need to talk there. But you see it though. You see it.
Yeah.
You take that.
It was my favorite aspect.
You take that whole thing and you add a whole open world concept like they had. Like make Lightning Returns world just bigger.
But then imagine you got multiple characters that can do that, where they can switch between 1 or 2 forms mid battle. So you got Like
you got two of the main characters of all the characters that you already have in Final Fantasy 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 characters, and then you just have those 2 characters that you just can switch between, and then just another additional party member that can be another party member, or it can be something
guest characters like they used to do.
And they did it in 13-2 with the DLC.
Yep.
So they could do so much, and I know that it's easier said than done, but that would definitely be how I would revolutionize the whole 13 series. That would be Final Fantasy 13. That by itself. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I wouldn't even change the way the story flows into each other. I wouldn't change none of that either.
I wouldn't change it. It flows.
It flows. If you know what's going on. If you go in
depth to it, unfortunately, it flows.
All of it flows.
And I like the story.
I like the story a lot. I was very confused on how they were going to make 1 into 2, but they made it make sense.
I was confused the one they brought Lightning Returns, like, oh, he's here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He don't woke up.
Yeah. And even like in 3, when she with the gods and how they finally, because again, it's Final Fantasy 13, so like gods need to be
present
in the series, like in a major way. I felt like in Final Fantasy 1 for 13-1, she we only like kind of expounded on like 2 of them, and they weren't even necessarily gods. They were like deities.
They were the children of the deities.
Yeah.
They were like the children of children.
Yeah,
They
so
were
it wasn't like
generational.
the actual gods. So like
No.
to see in 13 that we actually get the story
It
of the
took
gods.
So much inspiration from Greek, or yeah.
Because
So
okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'll let
why
you go
do
into.
this?
I'm gonna ask you to let you go into yours.
Okay,
first.
okay. Yeah, because I
Mine was
feel-
But
simple,
that's
so we
what I would
good.
change in the whole. More than anything, I would change just the gameplay of Final Fantasy 13 series. That would be the whole series gameplay wise. I would not change the music in Final Fantasy 13 series.
Nope.
I would not change the story in Final Fantasy 13 series, and I would not change even the mythology. The way that they invoked the story, the way they presented it, wouldn't change a thing.
Nope.
If anything, if I had the right engine, I would update the graphics. But
The
that's it.
graphics are beautiful to this day.
They are still beautiful, exactly, especially for a PS3 game. So yeah.
Okay.
That's me if I had the money.
Okay. If I had the money, what I would redo would be Marvel Avengers.
Huh?
And the reason why, because
Oh.
the gameplay is so fucking repetitive and it get annoying after a while. And also, I will make the story coincide all the way instead of just trying to make new DLCs to keep bringing people back.
That's
And
that
keep,
microtransaction.
yes,
shit.
and it's like they did the main story. The main story was okay, but then after that, it seemed like, all right, we're gonna keep making DLCs just so we can keep bringing people back to the game. But it's not like the gameplay is so fucking great that we like people want to keep coming back. The gameplay is so repetitive and it's so like I would easily take that out. I feel like the gameplay just needs to be way better. If I was to go for the type of gameplay I would want for that for that type of story, I will try to go like a God of War mixed with the Last of Us type of deal.
I can stand both
For the mechanics.
Yeah,
of,
the mechanics of gameplay and
for
everything.
Marvel.
Yeah, for Marvel Avengers, it would be like the Last of Us, to where you can have said characters that can be your companion in that game, but it's not like you got a whole team of people fighting around you and there's just so much shit going on. Like, no, I would make it at least 2 people at most. And then also, again, like I said, I will make the story all connect together to where it's like one full story instead of like, oh, we doing a DLC. No, I will make it all be one long story, and then after that, just make
so
it.
then, not to cut you off. So
Yeah.
even in that, because we all know why they make DLC, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
if that's the case, if you will make it just one flat out game, because even in my concept with the 13 series, they're all 3 different games, but I want them all to be one game. If that's the case, clearly that 60, 70 bracket of money that we've been paying for a game is not going to cut it.
No, it's not.
So would you pay $200 for a game?
If it's like this,
You're gonna have to.
Yeah,
pay
you're
for
going
something.
to
If
have to pay
for
for
the
that.
time,
You're going to have to pay
for something if they're going to be putting all this out. Like, I feel like, while we, and I'm even speaking for myself, while we complain about these things that like we're missing in like games and stuff like that, and we know why that is,
but the money
and the time.
Yeah,
because
the money
again,
and
that's
time.
the reason why I asked about like, would you spend more time waiting on a game if you know that you're gonna get what you deserve?
Yeah.
Or same concept, would you spend more money in that same aspect too if you know you're gonna get what you deserve? Because I feel like if I do Final Fantasy 13 that way, that's about a good $200 game.
Yeah, that's all. I feel like now. And this is why even when it comes to games increasing, I necessarily never argued about it, because again, now that they're adding more and doing more and then just with the state of climate with just economics period, I can understand that now that these games was eventually gonna rise. I haven't seen a game for $40 and that wasn't like an old game that they just trying to hurry up and get off the shelf. Like, I haven't seen a game that much in a long fucking time. So it's like now that they're doing more with the games and they're doing more visually and it's taking a little bit longer just so they can have the quality product, I can understand why they're starting to charge more for games now, because you're paying for what you're going to get. But the problem is you as the company making sure that it's worth it at the end of the day. Because it's like, I'm spending $200. It's already wild as fuck for a video game. And I know people who get the main,
and
like
that's
the
just
biggest.
And again, that's just like you was about
Yeah.
to say, like, if the the way I'm thinking about this, that's just the base game.
Yeah, that's
So,
just the base game itself.
But if I know I would be, I'm a gamer that like that. If I actually saw a base game that was $200 that I was into, I would buy it just to be intrigued on it.
Right.
But you gotta damn well know that if that motherfucker was not worth $200, oh, you gonna hear about it.
Yeah,
you gonna hear about it.
And that's what they talking about when it comes to GTA and stuff like that. They said that I think they said the base game for GTA is going to be $100.
So they gotta be having something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they say that the base game is going to be, and that's what I'm saying. I can only imagine when it comes to like the deluxe or everything, it's going to be at least $220, $250.
For the things I see that they're adding into GTA, I can understand where the cost is coming. Like putting weather to that dynamic.
I thought about that too.
It's very heavy.
I thought about that too.
And then it's an open world engine too, so there's no real loading screens. Like you can't have half the world blocked off like you can in most games because it's a zone. The whole game is a zone.
Remember in GTA, like in Vice City or even in 3, when you go into a different region and you had that whole loading screen.
Yeah, exactly. Now they cut, and then it's like I heard you get to fly places.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, and then they're going down to the mechanics to where you can't be, if you do a crime, you can't even be wearing the same clothes after you get the stars and stuff off, because they'll recognize
AI in that game is gonna be strong.
They'll recognize you. That's how in deep it's
gonna be it's from what I'm getting, it's what Cyberpunk was supposed to be doing, where the whole game itself is kind of alive and it recognizes.
Yes.
So that makes sense. Building that much code where your game lives.
This is easily gonna be a 15-year stretch with this game.
Oh man, they finna milk the heck out of it. But piggybacking off
both of y'all. No, go ahead, Jules.
Both of y'all touched on topics that I was going to, but mine was simple. I love the God of War series.
Oh.
But I would have loved, since we're tackling like all these mythologies and stuff, and we are introducing companions, if I could have a mythological creature as a companion. Like all these other popular things that are going on, all these other mythical gods. We're fighting Thor. I feel like I should be able to have some,
like as a pet.
Like battle pet, like a He-Man got the battle cat or something. I should be able to have something that's related to the lore there. I feel like it was just, I want that. I love mythological stuff. So if we're already fighting gods, why can't I have a battle companion? I got all these other companions. I mean, not a lot, but we're introducing companions.
Hold. So what do you mean in this?
So okay, let's say I can think of one that he didn't already kill.
Well, just think.
Is it like a Black Myth Wukong thing, to where it's like after you defeat that said character that you're getting something from them after they
That could work.
Or even.
But they do that though.
No, that's not what I'm going for. Like that's what I was aiming for. Like how He-Man himself has Battle Cat.
Okay.
So he has his own mythological creature, his companion. Now we get not
you collecting different creatures that you just
it's
like one that kind of like. What you see it in Ragnarok already, but instead of a son, have a pet.
Yeah. No, if it was just the dogs, that would have been fire. If it would have been his dogs, that would have been fire.
It touches on the mythology, like the gods and stuff, but not much of the creatures that come around with gods.
Yeah. No, for
like
real.
We got hair on her crows, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe I can have like a whatever crow.
Yeah. No, I get exactly what you're saying.
But then it's like something that can fight with you. It might not do a lot like the rest of them, but it's a companion that touches on the additional mythology of it. I thought it was just a myth.
Oh, so you kind of wanted to also tie into the story.
Right. So it's not just like a random.
Yeah, but it makes sense why this pet is
here. And I feel like the wolves, and for what you want, I feel like the wolves would have fit that story, because they needed the wolves for Ragnarok, basically to signal Ragnarok. So I feel like that, but. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. And that would have been fire. Kratos with 2 big ass wolves.
That would have been fire.
Because like even in the Diablo, my druid, I call it wolves.
Okay. That would have been
I
fire.
need to play. You play the new Diablo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to play that too.
I heard the new Diablo.
I need to play that.
That's why I'm mad we had these conversations right now, because I wanted to touch on what you were saying, because everything you wanted for 13, they did in Agito. You can swap party members.
I played it, but see, I played Agito, but the problem that I have with Agito is I don't like the story.
That's the problem.
Which is irritating. And like, now that you're bringing this up too,
I told you.
Yeah, now I see what you mean, because
I wanted to touch on both of y'all stuff. I couldn't say
that. And Final Fantasy has a very, like, you're close knit to my heart, but y'all be doing some stupid shit.
They're more corporate.
And that Fabula Nova Crystallis, that whole Lightning came out at least shining throughout that whole project. I remember how crazy I was going for Fabula Novus Crystallis.
I was too.
I was going so crazy, like hard for the way that they were going to
It
project.
inspired me.
Oh my God, who are you telling? Who are you telling? And then like everything fell flat. And I feel like the only reason why 13 didn't fall flat because she was the main. She had to come through with something.
She had to because she was the only one that was out there.
Yeah. So and then you
fashion.
take him and put him into another into 15. You just dismembered the whole Crystallis, the Crystallis lore, all of that. Like y'all really dropped the ball with that one. And
ever since they've been dropping the ball.
They've been dropping the ball ever since. And I hate to say it, like 13 definitely dropped the ball. The only reason why I'm biased with this is because I love the story, I love the game, or I love the story, I love the lore, I love the characters. That's the main reason why it will always be my favorite series, game in the series. But y'all dropped the ball a lot. AI is trying to be nosy, y'all.
Dude.
They just picked up on my phone. You know what? Anyway, no, but back to Agito. I started liking the gameplay. I was already a little wonky because I was also pissed that it's on PSP.
And then they got a terrible port.
The port is terrible. But even prior to that, like when y'all announced it on PSP, it was just like, ugh, okay.
Why? Why did we go?
Like,
why did we go from PlayStation?
Like it should have been for PS3, because the gameplay was so tangible, like it would have fit that.
Yeah.
But then the story was just like, wait, what? What? Huh?
Okay, clearly I just not.
It's just so many different like things that you can like do to make the experience a lot more experiencing. Like even in the animation that you get for Agito, why don't we have costume changes? People love costume changes.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
It was
people love costume changes.
Like 1 or 2 skins.
Yeah, like people love that type of stuff. Even if we do have to pay for it, give us more of that so that we can make at least the whack ass story that you putting out to us more tangible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the story started off on bumpers.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
And then it just kind of fell flat. Even if I hate to say it, Final Fantasy 15 kind of the same way.
Almost definitely did.
Kind
it took longer to make.
Y'all made the main character of him good, and it didn't work out in his favor at all. Y'all should have stuck with the main character of Final Fantasy 15 or from Versus 13, a villain like y'all had planned on doing.
That was a terrible title anyway.
Versus 13.
It just sounded weird.
I like it when I understood why.
I understand why, but
I liked it. I didn't like the title either, but I liked it when I understood that
it was a polar opposite to 13.
Polar opposite.
Okay.
And I would have loved that because we don't have a Final Fantasy at all where there's a villain.
And then Agito was supposed to be the balance of the middle, like the story. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, they just fucked it up, but I could understand why you said that because. There will be and see on the other side of that, right? I necessarily wouldn't change the gameplay in Agito, but I would definitely change that goddamn story. I would change that story for sure. Because it just didn't make all these characters too, their style, their aesthetic was cold. Like I liked it.
I loved it.
But
I could remember almost all the cast members.
Me too.
I
love that y'all made the characters based off of playing cards. I love that. Love that aspect of it. Ace being the ace, the main character. Like it was that idea is cold, but like the story just fell fucking flat. So I say all that to say, personally, with me, I personally would pay for time and money to know that I'm going to get a good game, story wise. Gameplay wise, I think I haven't played anything like that was like that with that like of its time. Valkyrie Profile 2.
Interesting. I've been more action focused lately. A lot of my games are like heavy combat.
What was the last game that you played that you felt like had a good balance of all three?
Vampire.
Valkyrie. I don't want to say near. Okay, let me say it like this then. What was the best game that you played? We'll do it, break it up in consoles.
Okay.
We all Sony, right?
Yeah.
I touched some Xbox and PC.
We're gonna stick with Sony.
Whatever.
Okay.
What was the best game that you felt like you played through PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? That had like a base of everything.
Ooh.
I'll give y'all time to go.
I'm already
I
going
will
PlayStation
go.
1.
I'll go. And matter of fact, we'll go per.
Okay.
So PS1 would have to be
for PS1.
Final Fantasy 7. No, Final Fantasy 8. Final Fantasy 8. Final Fantasy 8 was the first game because it was very in depth. Graphics was very but the guy that was my first experience on a turn-based game.
What was the one where they playing like with the water soccer and shit? The Final Fantasy.
Oh,
10.
10. That's 2 though.
That's PS2.
That's 2.
That's PS2.
I was
You gotta
gonna
say
say,
PS. You gotta buy PS1.
You probably didn't touch none on PS1.
no,
I
for PS1.
Yeah, most people didn't. I actually watched my uncle play Final Fantasy 8, and that's what made me get into it. Like I had relatives that was playing games like that, and I was like, "What is this?" And that's when I was playing with action figures. So I was like playing with the action figures model off of that game. I had never seen nothing like that before.
I feel like for PS1, for me, I feel like with like my gaming, like get into that, like I'll just skip straight to PS2. So it's like, but no, I played PS1. Like I was playing like the Tomb Raider games and shit like that. But it's like I can't really think of nothing that was like my favorite out of PS1.
Not even the fighting games.
Yeah, but it's like
it can be any game. It can be any game. Think about it.
Yeah, I think about it.
Mine was The Legend of Mana. It wasn't probably the greatest story ever for most people, but I remember the story. I had fun. It was like the most. I would play it so many times. It was the greatest adventure for me.
I've only played Final Fantasy VIII, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I played it like twice. Now I wouldn't play it because it's so long for no reason.
Oh, I'm tripping.
You are tripping. I was waiting for you to stop
Soul
tripping.
Calibur.
Yeah, that's why I said not even the fighting games.
That's Soul Calibur.
Soul Cal.
Yeah, it was Soul Calibur. It was Soul Calibur.
It's definitely one of my favorite fighting games. So PS2 would be Valkyrie Profile 3 for me, or 2. Valkyrie Profile 2. That game, the mythology of it, I had never knew about the Valkyries in the Norse mythology and the way that they told that story. The aspect of having two souls in one body and how you navigate that, trying to go on this journey with all these different people. That's cold. The gameplay was good. The music was good.
Yeah.
The story was very long. Every time I thought that the story was about to end, something else happened. It was very long. It was it's a very long game. And even after that, they still had shit that you could do after that. So yeah, that for PS2, it would definitely be that one.
I'm
got it on my emulator right now.
I'm from the trenches, bro. It's got to be San Andreas.
Oh, that was a tough pick.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It had to be. It'd be San Andreas, and then like the first couple God of War games for me.
Okay.
So I feel like San Andreas is just such a cult.
I played surprisingly Vice City more than I played.
But this is the thing. That's not a rare take for me.
Vice City was
good. I love
Vice City was really good.
That's why when they got
just the aesthetic.
Yeah, like the whole Miami.
It was great.
That's why I have favorite. That's why I can't wait for GTA 6 because now they're
we're getting that back in
that Miami vibe. But it was. I feel like it would have been a little bit more fire if they did do the 80s aspect of.
Who knows? They change shit up all the time. Who knows? It might be 80-esque.
But they already kind of showed it with the pre-trailers and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if they redid Vice City, like for real,
like aesthetic, not necessarily
that's what I'm saying. Like, it'll be this. I feel like it'll be fine. But no,
I feel like they'll definitely stick with that aesthetic.
No, for real, I think they is too. But I'm talking about like the era, like if they did like the old like Scarfaces, like to where it's like with with Vice City, like that, to where it's like that old Miamiville. But no, I feel like it's San Andreas for me. It just balanced it all out.
I should say San Andreas. I failed myself. Mine was gonna be the Die Hack games. I was addicted to those.
You was addicted to those. I remember that. You still be playing them like that.
I ain't touching it no more. This.
No, not when I remember it was a while back when you was playing it though. I do remember that.
And then they had their own little anime too.
Oh yeah, I followed the anime too. I used to love the opening. The opening to the anime. I used to love that.
Don't get me started.
PS3.
I actually got 2 for PS3. I'm more surprised I got PS3.
I would say, well, obviously, I'm going to put the whole Final Fantasy 13 series in there, just because. Okay. Because it's my favorite one of the series, Soul Calibur 3.
Okay. I feel
I
you.
love Soul Calibur 3. Like that was their. I feel like in Soul Calibur series that was their prime because just so much you could do in that series in that game itself, and it really shifted the story. It got very convoluted at 4, and then they did a whole nother reboot in 5, and then they rebooted it again with 6. But 3 was like they advanced the story really well. That's when they first had their first black character in there. Who do you got?
I was thinking Kingdom Hearts 2.
Damn.
I was
For
addicted.
PS3?
Well, I'm with the remixes.
Okay, I'll take that.
Because you know they
How did I forget about
they
Kingdom Hearts?
rewrote the
That's a
story.
banger
and
for
stuff.
sure.
Oh my god.
So by that
Oh my
point,
God.
I got back into it, and then everything else happened after that.
How do you feel, real quick, about
Aren't they coming out with another Kingdom?
They are coming out with a Kingdom Hearts 4, but what I was about to say to that was since we find out that this whole saga was the Xehanort saga, how do we feel about Kingdom Hearts 4 now that we know that it's going to be a whole new?
I'm annoyed.
I'm honestly annoyed too.
I'm annoyed.
Kingdom Hearts is really good. It's just very convoluted. Very, very, very convoluted.
I was
Very
good
convoluted.
when 2 came out, and then when the remix came out, I was like, "Wow, we Star Wars."
We got all these side quests, side
Kingdom
stories.
Hearts turned to the
I'm
Star
glad in
Wars.
Kingdom Hearts 3 that they all sealed all those games up. I'm not gonna hold you. Like there was a lot of holes filled in Kingdom Hearts 3 from all those different games. But
for me, mine's would be it's 3 games that I feel like that I liked and they feel it balanced at all. Uncharted.
okay.
And then it's so crazy because I said Uncharted because Uncharted and Tomb Raider, even though I feel like that's like the same shit. But I will put Uncharted before Tomb Raider when it comes to that.
Okay.
Because I feel like even though Tomb Raider came before, I feel like Uncharted kind of did something a little bit different. But you can't really compare with Tomb Raider. That's still a cult classic. But that and the Beowulf game
I've heard of that.
on the PS3, I played it and I loved it. And I feel like at that time it was just so ahead of its time. And then it's like with the movie as well when it came to animation and stuff like that.
So it's one of those movie based.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a movie at first, and then after that they came out with the game. But I liked it because again, like even with the game, it was just like for a PS3, it was just visually like ahead of its time. And that's when they started doing the whole Blu-ray, and everything like that. Like I really, I would say.
Damn, that came and went too.
Yes,
that came.
bro.
and
That's
went.
so
It's
crazy,
gone.
bro. Blu-ray really did come and
It
went.
came
It
and
was
went.
like high.
Came and went.
That's
When I
'cause
think about it,
DVD
as I'm
streaming.
telling my age, DVDs came and went.
You know
too.
what I'm saying? Because cassette
Ooh,
tape,
CDs came and went.
So quickly.
cassette
So
tapes.
quickly. PS4.
Don't say the same one I'm gonna say.
Near for me.
You
Near
son of a-
Automata. Near Automata.
you son of
Absolutely.
a-
Absolutely near Automata.
It makes sense. But
Absolutely.
I gotta back up. I don't know if it really counts, but I gotta back up.
Near Automata. Game of the year in my heart, at least.
I got one too.
That is the best game to me on the PS4. Like, and I'm not even talking about again animation graphics at its time. We take it for what it is, right?
True.
And it wasn't bad. It wasn't the best.
It was
wasn't bad at
amazing.
all. It was very amazing, but it wasn't the best. But that's nothing compared to again the soundtrack. Oh my god! To this day, I still listen to this.
I was listening to it yesterday.
Oh my god! The story, the way they tell the story, the way they tie it back to the original game, even if it is 20,000 years later, they still tie it back. Like, and they tie it back so great. It's a perfect game.
It's a perfect series.
I would watch. I think I said this before, but like I would watch an anime based off what happened between Nier Replicant and Nier Automata, because we know that Emil was the head honcho at that time, fighting and shit like that. So I would watch or even play a game about Emil doing what he do across the world with these aliens. Crazy. But yeah, that's I can't even think of anything else.
For me, it would be The Last of Us.
Ooh.
I will give you that. I will definitely give you that because of the fact. Seriously, the movie or the show
the story
is crazy. The story is crazy. And again, it took for me to watch the show for me to really want to play the game. That's one.
Yeah.
And then to also know.
Whoa.
I'm being honest.
Whoa.
I said this before.
You did. But
I said this before.
Just rehearing it.
But I say that to say,
Again.
it wasn't never that I didn't like. I had bad vibes about the game itself. It was never something that I was drawn to anyway.
Okay, I understand.
So when I watched the show, and Pedro Pascal being one of the main, characters, like of course I'm finna watch it. So when I watched it and I got into it, I remember again me and my roommate at the time, Eddie, was watching one of the episodes. It was the episode where the father had to shoot himself and shoot his son because his son turned into the zombie. Me and Eddie, after that shit happened, sat there for like a good 15 minutes in silence. Like, bro, we need to watch an anime or something. Like, it was that good. We sat there and I sat there and cried for a good 15 minutes.
You talking about the big brother and little brother?
Like that whole the way that played out. I didn't cry on that part. I cried on the episode where the couple. Which I found out was a side quest.
In the game, bro.
That's crazy. The way that they expounded on that, like
the show expounded on it way. I feel like
they did. They expounded on it way better.
In the game, it's like it's hinted at, and they kind of do
said
small little things. But in the show, they expound on it.
They said specifically that episode in the game is actually a side quest, and they tell that story in a letter. That he was reading.
That's how in detail the game is.
Like that exactly. I'm so glad you said that because that let me know how detailed the game is. Because if they're going verbatim from a letter, they gave us that episode made me cry. It was so good.
No, that's honestly one of the best written episodes.
You can about it right now. That was so crazy.
You can watch that episode by itself.
Yeah, you can. It's enough. I will give you that. So I will again. Hats off to you.
You know what's so crazy? I watched this. I got into that whole series backwards. I played the second game first, then went back because everybody was saying how it was like the first game was better than the second one. How a lot of different things with the second one disrespected stuff from the first one.
Oh, absolutely.
So I went and played the first one again. Then I started kind of getting understanding on
and
why
then when you watch the show, I know exactly what you mean by that because of the disrespect that we see in the second season. So I can understand why. Like, well, shit, let me see why don't nobody really like the game, and then you get because you end up getting into the father and daughter aspect of the whole thing.
And I'm still gonna stand on it, especially for my research and everything. He was all in the right for killing all them people.
Agreed.
He was all because it's the thing.
Agreed, but I will say.
How he went about it was wrong.
How he went about it was wrong, but like even watching I think I watched the last episode, even on the show where it literally said like you took that choice away from you. Like that's
for her aspect. Yeah, I get it.
That's all.
Yeah,
you can't dictate anybody else's life. So while we may feel like he was in the right for it, that's wrong because you're literally.
I feel like that's the only reason why he's wrong in that situation.
He took away the option
because it's like this.
Because
I know we kind of going off subject, but
I agree with you on the aspect of like why he did it. I'm with you. Like
and this another thing. Even besides the whole father-daughter aspect of it, they didn't have no specific way they was gonna kill that little girl. And that was it. They didn't do no test.
She didn't care about that though. So if you, I know that sometimes, excuse me, as a father figure, we want to look out for that person because we feel like they don't know any better. But even in that, it's not your choice to make. I still do feel like he made, at the risk of that, made the right decision personally. But I felt her when she said, "You took my choice."
No, I agree.
I felt that because it was like, damn, it's a dark thing to say.
It is,
but it still is her choice.
True. Yeah, it still is her choice. And she was old enough to make that set. But my thing was, they wasn't gonna just experiment. They already had something that they, and it was like at that time and with the equipment and everything that they had, it was a risk to take for the greater humanity. But still, it wasn't. I feel like it wasn't no. Like it wasn't no clear, like, all right, we do this.
Oh, we knew that.
It wasn't no plan.
And he knew that. It's just, but it's still her choice.
Yeah, it was still
her choice. What is your? It was a PS4 or PS4?
We're on PS4. You took my original, so I'm gonna just do Final Fantasy 7 remake.
What would you change in that? What would you? Oh, you said that was your best. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was the one that you. Okay. So you played you played that all the way out.
The first one, yeah.
You beat it. Okay, I haven't beat the first one.
I got right. Yeah, I beat the first one, and I realized that
Did
we're
you do the DLC before
no,
the
that's
before
where I
the
stopped. I haven't played 2.
Okay, so you didn't do the DLC or 2.
Once I realized where they stopped in 1 and where the story was going to start picking up after, I was like, ooh, I'm away.
I will say with Final Fantasy VII remake, it was kind of the same aspect of 13 as far as the hallway aspect of it.
Very true.
That was it was a little different, but it was very much like
I
that.
allow that because the combat made up for it.
Exactly that. And on top of that, you could I make up for that in 2 because it's too open world in 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very, very open world.
And it made sense because we're in Midgar. We're focused in
Exactly.
Midgar. Just like
Exactly.
since we're in Cocoon.
Yeah.
We're fugitives.
And then on top of that too, like, and also it made sense in remake about the hallway aspect because again, we don't search. Yeah, and you're not searching through Midgard and all them different sectors.
I just asked somebody in a
all
forum.
willingly in the game anyway.
I was like, if I'm a fugitive in a giant mechanicalized city with high surveillance and everybody coming for me, where am I going?
Yeah. So I'll take that. I'll take that. All right. PS5 now.
Go ahead.
Who do I have a PS5?
I don't know who I have for PS5. Do I have
Shit, Clear Obscure. I hate to say it, Clear Obscure.
I don't want
PS5. PS5. That's the one at the top right now, but PS5 would have to be. Damn. It's some good games, but right now that's the one at the top of my dome.
Mine is embarrassing.
Who?
It's Marvel Rivals.
Damn. I mean, it's a popular game, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I get Power World, and that's not even finished.
See, yeah,
y'all gonna be like, y'all gonna be like, me and you had this debate already.
Oh God.
But at the same time, from your stance, I get it. What you're saying that the story has been done throughout many different projects already, but I just feel like God of War, bro, was an 18-year story that with the last DLC, the Valhalla DLC,
I love Valhalla.
Was basically the most best way for them to end that off because he redeemed himself with all of these years, like from the game.
Yes, I love Valhalla.
Yes, like the I feel like the DLC really like it.
You talking about your mythology, right? I'm sorry.
No, no, I was just like maybe I switched my game.
Oh, this was saying. Okay, okay.
But no, Valhalla. I feel like the God of War Valhalla DLC was really like the icing on the cake and really the cherry on top when it comes to that whole story with him facing his fears when it comes to all the different things that he's done in the past. Even though he did it in these last 2 Norse games, but I feel like they ended it on a good note when it comes to the DLC. So I feel like now, if they was to come out with another game, I feel like it would kind of dilute all.
I feel like it would too.
Everything else. Because it's like now, it's like, all right, we know that they're going to transition into making Atreus the main focus now. And it's like when it comes to change, especially with something that's been out over 18 years of this said person being the main character, now they're about to, I can see them now transitioning into Atreus being the main focus. And then we seeing Kratos every once in a while.
Yeah. I expected that to happen.
Yeah.
Though.
I expected that to happen too.
Bayonetta kind of did the same thing. I still have not played all 3 of those games, but I will. I'll be getting a Nintendo Switch just solely for that and Xenoblade. But Bayonetta kind of did the same thing. Because at the 3rd one, the story ties in, which I'm glad it was a trilogy. Good job, Platinum Games, for that. I'm glad it was a trilogy. But we know that the 4th Bayonetta is going to be about her daughter.
Which is crazy.
Exactly. Her having a daughter is crazy. So, yeah. I guess we're done. I think that we've expounded on everything that we needed to today.
I really can't wait for this next episode because we're going to talk our shit with this one.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to us today. We had a lot to catch up on with each other and with you guys. So please, if you enjoyed what you had seen here, like, subscribe, and comment anything that you would like. And we will talk about it on the next episode, hopefully.
We will be everywhere. Check the links on all our pages.
Yes.
We are everywhere.
We are streaming on all social media platforms, which would be Spotify, YouTube, Apple. I believe we're on Twitch as well.
You do. It's no reason why you should be watching this.
Exactly. Look for us at KOT Presents. That's presents with a Z at the end. KOTV Presents. My name is Buda Benavidez, the one and only. We got
Jules.
And we got
Ish.
And we are out of here until next time. Peace.
Peace. This mic was finna fall so many times.
I didn't realize how much mic you had that whole time.
Oh, really quick.
I'm done with you.
Check this out real quick. Check my tag. On the back of my shirt.